Welcome back. Our breaking news. President Trump says he's not satisfied with Iran's latest proposal to end the war, going so far as to say he's not sure there'll ever be an agreement, between the two nations. It's unclear if the president plans to try other strategies, diplomatic or military, to get a deal. He previously suggested Iran doesn't have any leverage in negotiations. Quoting him on social media last month, the Iranians don't seem to realize they have no cards. He said the same thing about Ukraine, as our next guest pointed out in an article recently. Joining me now is New York Times opinion columnist and best-selling author Thomas Friedman, whose books include Hot, Flat, and Crowded, and whose latest column is titled "Trump is the One Without the Cards at the Poker Table." So you essentially are arguing, Tom, in your piece that the president doesn't have the leverage he thinks he has with Iran. And this comes as the president today said he's not happy with Iran's new peace proposal. How likely do you think it is that Trump will get a favorable outcome in this war?
Well, Anderson, if I think back on conversations you and I have had since the start of the Ukraine war, what have we seen? That basically Ukraine is to Russia what Hamas and Hezbollah are to Israel, what Iran is to the United States. That is, these are small powers and militias using asymmetric tools, particularly drones, to basically resist and nullify, not defeat, but to leave themselves standing against much larger powers. Trump said Ukraine has no cards. Ukraine's basically winning the war now against Russia. Israel believed it had eliminated its pager attack. Hezbollah is using even more sophisticated drones against Israel from South Lebanon after being hammered again by Israel. And of course, we've seen what Iran has been able to do, not only against American forces, but against American protected Gulf states, knocking out data centers for Amazon and many oil facilities. So we are in an age here of asymmetric warfare now. And this is not the kind of card game that Donald Trump has ever played before.
You also point out that the future of this asymmetric warfare is only going to get faster and more potentially deadly on a global scale because of AI, artificial intelligence.
Well, just think of the asymmetrical warfare we had in the information age, the age of computers and smartphones. And so with this phone, we saw Ukrainians able to use their GPS in this phone to directly airstrike against, or drone strike against some Russian forces in the forest behind their homes. So that's the information age tools. We are now entering what my tech tutor, Craig Bundy, calls the age of intelligence tools. Now, these age of intelligence tools, you just need to instruct it. Please create a virus that will attack only people whose initials are AC and work for CNN, and it will do the rest. Please hack, this system. It will do the rest. Now, we've seen this with Anthropic's Mythos and ChatGPT's also latest system. They're now holding back these systems, except for the most trusted and critical software and operating system providers, but they're already leaking. And so that's why, Trump is not wrong. Iran is a malign actor. The way he's gone about the war has been wrong. No allies, no planning, no scenario planning ahead of time. But the thought of these new tools now coming onto the market, these new hugely asymmetric tools that would be available to a malign actor like Iran, not to mention any other group in the world, I think we're at a very critical phase change right now in the world of technology and warfare.
When you hear the president, as he did today, say he considers it treasonous for people to say that the U.S. isn't winning the war, what's your reaction to that?
It's just not helpful. It's not serious. The most effective thing for the president to do is, rather than lecture people on why they're being treasonous by not declaring that he's winning, is bring Congress in, bring the allies in. It's not like he doesn't have a case. Iran getting a nuclear weapon will be terrible. Unfortunately, everything he's done so far naturally hasten that prospect from the Iranian point of view. But he's made no effort to bring in our allies. He's made no effort to call in the Democrats, have a serious conversation, not sending Exith up to the Congress to insult people in the moronic way he does that. There's a serious conversation to be had, Anderson. That's why I'm not really happy with the German chancellor when he says, the Iranians are humiliating you. It may, in fact, be true, but this is going to affect Europe too. We need to be serious about this, but you need to be serious from the very beginning. You need to plan this in a way, and Trump did not do that, and he's now paying a price. And lecturing people for not being patriotic enough is not going to help them.
Tom Friedman, thanks very much. I would encourage everyone to read your article in the Times. Thanks very much. Up next is the